And you might remember from a prior discussion that your mind can be in one of three conditions: waking state, dream state, or deep sleep. Waking state is Jagrat Avasthā for our Sanskrit scholars out there. Dream state is Swapna Avasthā, and deep sleep is Sushupti Avasthā. Your mind will be in one of these three conditions at all times. And the three conditions, three states of your mind, all of that is illumined by consciousness. Consciousness shines upon your mind, reveals the activities of your mind in all three states. In the waking state, right now, your consciousness reveals what's happening in your mind right now. Tonight, when you're dreaming, consciousness will reveal whatever you're dreaming about. But then, in those periods of dreamless sleep, we call that sushupti. Sushupti, dreamless sleep. In those periods of dreamless sleep, consciousness reveals the absence of activity in your mind. Very important. We discussed at length how consciousness, like the sun, goes on shining at all times. Even when a dark cloud obscures the sun goes on shining. The sun never ceases to shine. In the same way, consciousness never ceases to illumine your mind. Consciousness ceaselessly illumines the activities of your mind when you're awake. Consciousness illumines the activities of your mind while you're dreaming. And consciousness illumines the lack of activity in your mind during deep, dreamless sleep.
So who are you? So this is very interesting that we know so many things about others, but we don't know practically anything about who am I. And even if you say who am I, you will talk about this physical body. But when you sleep at night, who is sleeping? Body? Body sleeps. So that means you are not the body because you are still awake. You are seeing dreams, right? You are seeing dreams, so you are not sleeping. Because when you wake up, you say, oh, I saw this nice dream. So body was not seeing the dream, you were seeing. And you even speak like that I saw this nice dream. And you are not aware of your body. It's like now you are aware of your body. You are saying, I am this. But when you are sleeping, who are you? Because at that time also you are existing, but you are not aware of your own body. So that means you are not the body. Otherwise, who is seeing the dream? Now when you are awake, you can say, well, this whole thing is me and I'm talking, I'm walking. But when you sleep, this whole thing is not you, because this whole thing is just lying on the bed and you may be flying to wherever, So that means there is something inside you which is separate from this body. And to that you refer as I, because you say I saw the dream. So that means there is something certainly separate from this body inside you, which also has the feeling of I. To truly understand what is I, you have to study Bhagavad Gita. Very important book spoken by Sri Krishna. So this I has to be understood, and that is the center of all knowledge. So just like the car is there and the car driver is there, car driver is different from the car. So you are separate from your body. And as I said, that when you sleep at night, you always experience it that I am not the body. Everybody has this experience, but nobody thinks about it.
Think about it. Throughout our day, right now, here is this body. The moment I go to sleep, the body disappears from my awareness. The body is in the bed, I am not aware of it. I am aware of a dream world in which I have a dream body and I do dream things in the dream world. What continues? Consciousness. You are aware. The awareness continues from the waking state into the sleep state, into the dream state. The body is left behind from your awareness.
When we are sleeping at the night, then also we exist, but we do not have knowledge of our body that time, but we are there, we exist. So when we are sleeping, forgetting the body, that means we are different from the body. That is why that seer who is experiencing the wakeful state, the dreaming state, and the dreamless state, same person is experiencing all three, and we are that experiencer, the seer. And the outside, that is the body, we are not that. That has been imposed on us.
What Vedanta is telling us is, you're no more the body than you are the mind. You are the observer of both. You are the illuminator of both. You are the consciousness in which the body-mind events take place. The very experience of body and mind arises in your consciousness, subsists in your consciousness, and fades away in your consciousness. When every day in the night, when we go to sleep, we completely become unaware of the physical body. If I were the body, then my mind, my consciousness would be so tied to the body that even when I'm sleeping, I would have the feeling, the awareness that I am a body sleeping on the bed. But I don't do that. I dream, and in my dreams I go all over the world and have different experiences in the dream. Which means somehow the consciousness is not tied to this body. The body can exist, and the consciousness can go on imagining and experiencing things without being aware of the body, as in a dream every day. So the consciousness which is aware of the body is actually not tied to the body.
Everything we experience happens in the waking, dream, or deep sleep state. Jagrat, waking state, swapna, dream, and sushupti, dreamless sleep. Every experience we have falls into one or the other of those experiences. So, Avasthā traya sākṣī, the one who witnesses whatever happens in the three states of experience. Right now, you are experiencing whatever is happening in your mind. Your mind happens to be in a waking state. Whatever your waking mind is doing is known to you. To you as sākṣī. Sākṣī means a awareful witness, conscious observer. You are that consciousness by which the waking activities of your mind is known. You are the consciousness by which the dreams of your mind are known. You are the consciousness by which the darkness and ignorance of your mind in deep sleep is known. You are that conscious observer, that awareful witness, that Avasthā traya sākṣī. Please note that this is not a philosophical principle. This is an explanation of your own experience right now, and it's incontrovertible. Who can say otherwise? Avasthā traya sākṣī. It is such a fundamental definition to understand that you are that Avasthā traya sākṣī, because you are definitely the sākṣī, the witness of whatever takes place in Jagrat, waking state, swapna, dream state, and sushupti, when you're dreamless. So whatever you experience falls into these three avasthas, three states of experience, waking, dream, and deep sleep. And the most fundamental definition of you as ātmā is the one who knows what's happening. What's happening while you're awake right now? What happens when you're dreaming? What happens when there's no dream? You are the one who knows what's happening. We call that one the sākṣī, the awareful witness. Awareful witness of what? Avasthā traya, of the three states of experience, waking, dream, and sleep.
Basically, you know what happens in these three states, waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. It's like one and the same person. That person goes and opens the door of the windows of his house and trades with the world. He sells goods, he gets in goods. After some time, he shuts the shutters, goes into his living room, switches on the TV and watches a TV program. After some time, switches off the TV, goes to his bedroom and goes to sleep. Now it's the same person, the one who's the businessman dealing with the world. When in the waking state, that's what we are doing. We are dealing with the world. We get inputs from the world and we send inputs back into the world. We act and we react. And in dream state, what happens is we shut down the shutters of the senses and retreat within ourselves and watch TV in our minds. Switch on the dreams and you watch that. Same consciousness. And then after some time, the TV is also switched off. Dreams are also switched off. And this consciousness retreats into the deep sleep state. The mind goes into deep sleep, and the consciousness is still the same. Just like the same person was the businessman dealing with the world, was the TV watcher, and is the person sleeping in the bed. It's the same person. In the same way, it's the same consciousness which we are, which cycles through these three states of experience: waking, dreaming, and deep sleep.